Man did not choose to come to the world, and man will not choose to leave the world. Welcome to section 5 of chapter 18 of the Holy Quran. And chapter 5 begins with sign 32, verse 32, ayah 22, 32, sorry, ayah 32. نمشي وإضرب لهم مثلا رجلين جعلنا لأحد جعلنا لأحدهما جنتين من أعناب. Let's stop there. Set forth to them the parable of two men, Rajulaini, sorry. Yes, Rajulaini. Rajulaini. The parable of two men. For one of them, we provided two gardens. For one of them, we provided two gardens, Jannataini. Of grapevines, mean agnabi. Of grapevines mean agnabi. Mean agnabi. وَحَفَنَّاهُمَا بِالنَّهْلِ. وَحَفَنَّاهُمَا بِالنَّهْلِ. Grapevines. And surrounded them with date palms. Surrounded. حففناهما بالنهل. And surrounded them, the two gardens, with date palms. وَجَعَلْنَا بَيْنَهُمَا زَرْعًا. And between the two, we place tillage. We place tillage. Zar'an. Bainahuma, between the two of them. Zar'an. Tillage. That is sign 32, which has two commentaries. No. Which has one commentary, I suppose. Is it one or two? I can't see any other commentary. Yes, which has one commentary. And it is against tillage. Tillage. 2373. Heaven is figured by all the pictures of ease. Heaven is pictured by all the pictures of ease and comfort which we can imagine in the present state. Gardens, perpetual springs of perpetual springs of crystal water, which we can see as in the landscape from above. The finest and most costly ornaments, the most beautiful clothes to wear. Green is the color mentioned. Oh, I've done this, pardon me. I was reading 2373 when I'm supposed to read 2375, uh, about the parable of two men, one with two gardens. Let's go there. And it is against tillage. Oh, I read it. Against the word tillage. Here is a simple parable. Here is a simple parable of the contrast between two men. One was purse proud. Purse, P-U-R-S-E, the purse that we put our money in. One was purse proud and forgot that what he had was from God. By way of a trust, was from God by a way of a trust and a trial in this life. The other boasted of nothing, colon. His trust was in God. The worldly wealth of the first was destroyed, and he had nothing left. I think this commentary is far above the sign that is supposed to be for. Okay, and let's go. The worldly wealth of the first was destroyed, and he had nothing left. The second was the happier. The second was happier in the end. That's the end. That's the end. Okay. Now we go to sign 33. كلتا الجنتين كلتا الجنتين آتت كلها ولهم تسلم منه شيئا ولهم تسلم منه شيئا. Each of these gardens brought forth its produce. Kullata janatene atena uk. Did I say ak? Atena uk laha. Its produce. Each of these gardens. Kilta al janatene. Each of these two gardens brought forth its produce. Atat brought forth uk laha, its produce. Walam taslim minhu shay'an. Wala taslim minhu shay'an. And failed not in the least therein. It failed not. Each of the two gardens failed not to bring forth its produce. ولن تسلموا منه شيئا وفجرنا هلاهما نهرا وفجرنا لهما نهرا. In the midst of them, we caused a river to flow, a river, Nahalan. Fajalna, we caused to flow. Fajalna, we caused to flow. Hala lahuma. In the midst of them, Hala lahuma. We caused river to flow. We caused a river to flow. Fajalna huma naharan, a river to flow. I think there's no commentary to that. So we go right to sign 34. وكانت له ثمر فقال وكان له ثمر فقال لصاحبه. Abundant was the produce this man had. Abundant was the produce this man had. He said to his companion, that's why I said the commentary we read earlier came before the sign itself, I believe. Abundant was the produce this man had. He said to his companion, the abundant is in brackets, so without the brackets, it reads, was the produce this? No, it doesn't make sense. Let's add the brackets. I think the commentator should have not put brackets there. Pardon me. Abundant was the produce this man had. He said to his companion, that's where we stop. Wakala lisahibihi. Wakala lisahibihi, his companion. Wahuwa yuhawiruhu. Anna aktharu minka. Anna aktharu minka. Malan, sorry, aktharu minka malan, sorry. Anna aktharu minka malan. Wala as nafaran. Wala azu nafaran. Wala azu nafaran. To his companion, in the course of a mutual argument. The course of a mutual argument. He said to his companion, yes, in the course of a mutual argument, more wealth have I than you, and more honor and power in my following men, and more honor and power in men. My following men is in brackets, so if we take it away, we read, and more honor and power in men, then to brackets in following men. And that is what the the one with 2 gardens with abundant produce said to the other. Commentary 2376. Commentary 2376. I think that should have been the comment. That should have, the commentaries 2375 should have been for this sign 33. Okay, 34. In other words, let's go to 2376. 2376. The two men began to compare notes. The rich man and the other poor man. The arrogant one was puffed up with his possessions, his income, and his large family and following, and thought in his self-complacency, that it would last forever. He was also wrong in looking down on his companion, who, though less affluent, was the better man of the two. This is a very big lesson for us. Very, very big lesson. Good parable from God the Almighty himself. Okay, now let's go to the next sign, which is 35, sign 35. ودخل جنات وجهل جنته وجهل جنته وجهل جنته. He went into his garden وهو ظالم لنفسه وهو ظالم لنفسه. He went into his he went into his garden while he wronged himself, while he wronged himself. وهو ظالم لنفسه وهو ظالم لنفسه. قال ما أظن أن تبدأ هذه أبدا. He said ما أظن أن تبدأ هذه أبدا. He said, I deem not that this will ever perish. Perish. أن تبدأ هذه this أبدا ever. This will ever perish. Sign 2377. Sign 2377. The commentary is wronged himself. It was not wealth that ruined him. It was not wealth that ruined him, but the attitude of his mind. Oh my God. In other words, God doesn't make wealth to ruin people. It is their own attitude towards people. But the attitude of his mind. He was unjust, not so much to his neighbor as to his own soul. In his love of the material, he forgot or openly defied the spiritual. Full stop. As verse 37 shows, I will call it as sign 37 shows. He took his companion with him to impress him with his own importance. But the companion was unmoved. The companion was unmoved. He had the guidance of God, so why should he be moved? All right, that's 2377 to sign 35. We now go to sign 36. وما أظن الساعة قائمة. Nor do I deem or think nor do I deem that the hour will come, but with brackets it reads, nor do I deem that the hour of judgment will ever come. So there are two brackets of judgment and then the word ever. So he has forgotten his creator. The hour of judgment will come. Kaiman. Wala in ruditu ila rabi wala in ruditu li ila rabi wa in ruditu ila rabi la ajidatna khairan minhuma munkalaban. Uh, Even if I'm brought back to thy Lord. Where did we stop? Okay, let me take the whole sentence again. Nor do I deem that the hour of judgment will ever come, even if I am brought back to my Lord. Full stop. Even if I'm brought back to my Lord. Iman, walai in ruditu ila Rabbi, even if I'm brought down back to my Lord. Mm. La ajidanna khairan minhuma munkalaban. I shall surely find, I shall surely find there something better in exchange. So he's now, I believe he's now thinking of the hereafter. Mm. Something I shall find there, something better in exchange. There, the word there is in brackets without it. Let's see. I shall surely find something better in exchange. La ajidanna khairan minha. Sorry, it's not minhuma. La ajidanna khairan minha mun kalaban in exchange. So commentary 2378. Here comes out the grasping spirit of the materialists. So it's always grasping. Even thinking of the hereafter. So the commentator says, here comes out the grasping spirit of the materialists. Full stop. In his mind, better means more wealth and more power of the kind he was enjoying in this life. So he has already placed himself in heaven and placed himself as a wealthy person in heaven, forgetting that heaven is heaven and everybody is more or less equal in power and wealth. They make no sense there. All right. Enjoying in this life, kind he was enjoying in this life. Although in reality, even what he had rested on hollow foundations and was doomed to perish and bring him down with it. So the wealth will perish and he will come down with the perishing of the wealth. And that was commentary 2378 to sign 36. We go to sign 37. وقال له صاحبه صاحبه his companion said to him, وهو يحاوره, his servant said to him in the course of the argument, وهو يحاوره, أكفرت بالذي هلكك من تراب? A question said to him, yes, in the course of the argument, وهو يحاورهم, dost thou deny akafarta, dost thou deny him who created thee out of dust? Min turabi, min nutfatin, of dust, then out of a sperm drop, min turabi, out of dust, thumma min nutfatin, and then out of sperm drop, thumma sawan, thumma sawaka, thumma sawaka rajulan, thumma sawaka rajulan, then fashioned thee into a man, rajulan, sawaka, fashioned, thumma sawaka rajulan, then fashioned thee into a man. That's the other companion asking the rich man, the one with two gardens. Commentary to read 2379. So here, from dust to sperm drop to man. You see how wonderful God is. He can change dust into sperm drop, then sperm drop into man, comprising bone, flesh, skin, and whatnot. Okay, commentary 2379. The three stages of man's creation, colon, first dust or clay, is self-created out of nothing and forming the physical basis of the body, semicolon. Then, out of the produce of the earth, as incorporated in the parent's body, the sperm drop, the sperm drop, into brackets, the sperm drop with the corresponding receptive element, brackets close. And then, when the different elements were mixed in due proportion, and the soul was breathed into him, the fashioned man, full stop. Compare IXXVII2 and XV sign 2. Compare chapter IXXXVI chapter 2 and chapter XV. Compare chapter IXXXVII sign 2, and chapter XV signs 28 to 29. I suppose IXXSVI will be 87. Yes, I believe 87 sign 2, and then 27 signs 28 to 29. Viewers can go back and find out. We don't have time for that. There's not enough time to go back there. And that was sign 2379. That was commentary 2379 to sign 37. Viewers, I think we stop here. And when we come back, we shall go to sign 38. We shall go to sign 38. Thank you very much. Ila lekai. Bye-bye. Au revoir. And may God be with you all.